Welcome back to Polite for What. I'm your host, Ree. If you're not subscribed to the page, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date with my content. And if y'all been here for a while, y'all already know what to do. Get those likes up. That way I can stay in the algorithm. All right, y'all. I am here. I am back. I know I've been MIA for the past 2 weeks, but we all know the holidays is going on right now. We had Thanksgiving last week. Then, of course, earlier this week, I did celebrate my birthday. So that's why you guys can get any content from me. But I'm here, I'm back, I'm ready to stay consistent and get into some football talk. I ain't gonna lie. I miss y'all and I miss doing content. So y'all already know how we rock over here. We're gonna get into some NFL news. Of course, I'm gonna reveal my power rankings, and then at the end, I will preview that Thursday night football game. So let's just go ahead and hop right into some NFL injuries. So first on my list here, we have Trevor Lawrence. So the Jaguars placed quarterback Trevor Lawrence on IR on Wednesday. Lawrence was already dealing with a sprained AC joint on his non-throwing shoulder, suffered a concussion on Sunday against the Titans. With the Jaguars putting him on IR, he is likely to miss the remainder of the season. All right, so we all know it's only like 5 games left right now. So once you go on IR, you do have to sit out those 4 games. So he's pretty much done. I'm pretty sure by now we've all seen the video of him taking that. They deemed it targeting hit on Trevor Lawrence. So, I guess the Jaguars felt like, you're already dealing with a shoulder injury. And then what you go into concussion protocol, we might as well just go ahead and sit you for the rest of the year. So, yes, Trevor Lawrence is pretty much done for the season. Like I said, he goes on IR and he got to sit out for a week. So, I'm pretty much sure that Mac Jones will come in and be the starter for the remainder of the season. All right, so let's go ahead and keep this thing moving. Of course, next here on my list, we have Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey. I don't know why I can't say his name. It's like a tongue twister to me. Anyways, he suffered a PCL injury in the first half of the Sunday night football game. It's crazy because Christian was pretty much just coming back off of an injury. With him suffering this PCL injury, it's going to take about 6 weeks to recover. So he's pretty much going to be out for the remainder of the season as well. Like I said, I think he was dealing with like calf tendonitis. He literally just came back, honestly, like literally just came back. So he's going out again with a PCL injury. I know this pretty much sucks for him. Somebody who's just nursing an injury and now you got to go right back on the injury. It pretty much sucks. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into his running mate, Jordan Mason, who I thought was going to take over with Christian being out, but Jordan Mason is going on IR as well with a high ankle sprain. So now you have your running back 1 and your running back 2, who are both going to be out. So I'm pretty sure, with the 49ers, this next man up over there. So they'll probably have Isaac, I think his name Isaac Guerrero, or one of their other backs pretty much step up for these 2 guys. And I ain't gonna lie, this is a hot take, but I honestly don't see the 49ers making the playoffs this year. They haven't been looking the same, and they've had a lot of injuries this year too. So right now they do currently sit at the bottom of their division, and they have about a 7% chance to make the playoffs. Like I said, I don't honestly see them making the playoffs this year, especially with the way the NFC is going right now. It's a lot of teams winning. Then of course you got the NFC North where you got Green Bay, you got the Lions, and you got kind of the Bears playing good too. So, those, but I don't think the Bears is gonna make it. So I know it's Green Bay, the Lions, and the Vikings. I'm tripping. The Vikings over there. So I'm pretty sure all 3 of those teams are going to make the playoffs. So yeah, that's what I said. I don't honestly see the 49ers making it, especially with them being at the bottom of their division right now. But let's go ahead and keep this thing moving and get into this last player that I have on my list. We have Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is going to be out for the remainder of the season after he's tore his ACL on Sunday. So we all know Taysom Hill is kind of like one of those gadget players for the Saints. They're going to line him up as a wide receiver, line him up as a tight end, a fullback, running back. Taysom Hill just a do-it-all guy. Sometimes you might see him playing quarterback. He's just going to do whatever the team needs him to do. So I'm pretty sure that team is going to miss him. Although the Saints are not making the playoffs this year, you still don't want to see a guy go down with injury. But yes, Taysom Hill is out for the remainder of the season. All right, so let's go ahead and keep this thing moving. And let's hop right into some NFL news. And then first here, of course, I have on my list, this is Deontay Johnson for the Baltimore Ravens. So the Baltimore Ravens suspended Deontay Johnson for refusing to enter the game on Sunday. The Ravens is currently on a bye week right now, so when he does come back, he will sit out for that Giants game, and I think they play the Giants on December the 15th. Now, currently right now with the Ravens, Deontay Johnson only have one catch for 6 yards, which is pretty much crazy to me because I'm like, why is he not getting any targets? I went to his game log, I pulled his game log up, and to be honest with you, I'll probably say in the last maybe like 4 weeks, or maybe matter of fact, since he's been there in October, I've counted his targets. He's probably only got about 5 targets. And the 2 targets that he got in that game, we had the one catch for 6 yards. I'm like why are they not targeting him? And just to be fair, I also pulled up Nelson Aguilar. I pulled up his game log too, because I just wanted to see, like, okay, is it just him they not targeting, or is it Nelson Aguilar as well? So Nelson Aguilar is not getting that many targets as well. So I started thinking, okay, maybe the reason why he's not getting targeted as much is because, the Ravens are just kind of like run heavy right now. Pretty much they just running the ball with Derrick Henry. And when they're not running the ball with Derrick Henry, then they're throwing the ball to Zay Flowers, into Rashard Bateman. And they have the most targets outside of when they're not running the ball. So I'm assuming that's the reason why he's not getting the targets. I don't know if it's that, or if he's just like not getting the separation, or whatever it is. But yeah, Deontay will be, like I said, he will be suspended for that. And I ain't gonna lie to you, if I was Deontay, I'd be mad as well, because it's like, yo, y'all not even targeting me. Now y'all all of a sudden want me to get in the game. And I know it's his job to do that, but it's probably just kind of petty on him. But at the same time, like I said, you coming from a team, even though the Panthers weren't good, he was still getting his yards, and he still was getting his targets. Even playing with Bryce Young and Andy Dalton, he still was the leading receiver for the Panthers over there. So going from that and then coming to this when you really just not playing, it's kind of makes you want to feel away. At the end of the day, all these players is out there, playing for whatever goal it is, and it's just like, now I'm just, I'm pretty much just sidelined. So I'm just assuming maybe the Ravens have him there for some type of insurance in case like one of their receivers go down in the playoffs, and of course they will bring him in. But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that I found out. Like I said, when I did my research, he's not the only one getting targets. Nelson is not getting that many targets. So if it ain't Derrick Henry, then it's gonna be Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, and then of course Rashard Bateman. So yeah, let's go ahead and keep this thing moving. We got to go ahead and get into the Texans linebacker, Azeez al-Shaair. I think that's how you say that, al-Shaair. Well, Azeez is being suspended for 3 games for the hit that he put on Trevor Lawrence in that game on Sunday. The league considered the hit to be unacceptable, and this is his continued disregard for the rules governing player safety. After the NFL pretty much made their decision, Azeez went to his social media, and he said, and I quote, "If you want me to be your villain, I will be your villain. See you soon." Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. When I first seen the hit happen, I was like, first of all, he didn't hit him helmet to helmet. And I'm not trying to take sides and like, hey, you should hit somebody, but I'm like, he didn't really hit him helmet to helmet. Then I'm like, maybe he couldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, but let me see the play. I watched the play like several times, and then after I seen it from like several angles, I'm like, okay, Azeez, it's looking kind of bad for you, because not only did you see him sliding, like you literally took your forearm and kind of like pushed it in the man's helmet. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's pretty much how he got that got the concussion. Like I said, I'm not trying to defend him, but like I said, at first I was like, it wasn't even helmet to helmet. Like, why would they deem that like targeting, or why would they think that he did it purposely? But after him coming out with this, if y'all want me to be the villain, I'll be the villain, because it's kind of like, maybe he meant to do it. But like I said, after everything had went down, he did come out on his social media and say, hey, I didn't mean to hurt that man. I want everybody to go home to their family at the end of the day, and I'm just a competitor and I want to win. But like I said, after the NFL upheld this ban for him for the next 3 games, that's when he came out and say, hey, if you want me to be your villain, I'll be your villain. So that's what's going on with him. Trevor Lawrence is out. Like I said, we spoke about that earlier. And now Azeez is going to be suspended for the next 3 games. All right, y'all. That's all that I have for the NFL news. But we all know what you guys tune in for each and every Thursday. Y'all come on here because y'all want to see who I have on my top 10 power rankings. And I know for a fact, my list, I should say trigger warning right now, my list may have some of y'all hot this week, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep it real over here. Y'all already know how I get down and how I do my rating. So let's go ahead and get into my power rankings this week. Did you see your team up here? Did your team make it or did your team not make it? Are y'all on this list? Let's go ahead and get right into my list. Of course, coming in number 1, I have to put the Buffalo Bills on top. After what they did to the 49ers on Sunday, I was like, okay, the Bills they're looking real legit. But like I said, I gotta kind of keep my eye on these Bills and Josh Allen, because we all know what happens when the playoffs start. It's like Patrick Mahomes is just his kryptonite. But we'll see if they're gonna be able to get over that hump this year. But they did beat the 49ers 35-10. Now I will say the Bills did have the advantage in this game. It was a snow game, and we all know them Bay Boys and anybody that's coming from the South, they don't play too well in cold weather. I'm not gonna give them an excuse, but I'm just say, hey, the Bills may have the advantage in this game. But they did only allow the 49ers to score 10 points. And then of course, the running back James Cook had a day. He rushed for 107. So James Cook rushed for 107 yards, and then Ray Davis rushed for 63 yards. I have to get that straight. Let me get it right now. So they did give up some run yards, some rush yards. So that's why I had to put the Bills here on my number 1. Like I said, the Bills been playing very, very well so far. So I feel like they deserve the number 1 spot this week. So coming in at number 2, I do have the Detroit. I do have the Detroit Lions. Now, we all watched this game on Thursday. Now, we all thought this game was going to be a blowout. At least I did. Come on, it's the Chicago Bears. What y'all been doing to all these teams in the league, you should have been able to blow the Bears out. This is why I have them sitting at number 2. I'm not going to lie to you. If it didn't come down to Matt Eberflus not calling that timeout, or Caleb Williams not calling that timeout, I feel like the Bears probably would have won this game. I ain't gonna lie. Look, Lions, I respect y'all as one of the top teams in the NFL and in the NFC, but I don't know. Y'all was looking kind of shaky. I don't know if y'all took y'all foot off the gas or what, but it should have never came down to that. That's why I had to put them down at number 2 this week. That's why I got y'all at number 2. So coming in at number 3, of course, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm sorry, but the Chiefs just don't look impressive to me. They don't look impressive to me at all. They was in another dogfight with the Raiders on Sunday. And of course, let's see what that defense did. The Chiefs defense gave up 340 passing yards and 116 total rush yards. That's why I have them at number 3. Kansas City is supposed to have one of the stiffest defenses in the NFL right now. But like I said, giving up that many yards and that many pass yards to Aiden O'Connor and the Raiders, that's just like, yeah, I gotta go from 2 to 3 this week. And now I will say one thing about the Kansas City Chiefs. We all know, like, regular season don't matter. When it gets to the postseason, these boys know how to win. So I would never count out Patrick Mahomes. But right now, as it stands in the regular season, they're not looking too intimidating. But let's go ahead and keep this thing going. Coming in number 4, of course, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, that matchup against the Bengals on Sunday was an absolute treat. It was a shootout. They was going score for score. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all seen that game, it was like they scored a touchdown, then they scored a touchdown. They was just going back and forth. But the Pittsburgh defense, they did contain the run game to only 100 yards. And Russell Wilson had one of his best passing yards, one of his best games that he had all season, passing for 414 yards. So that's why I had to put the Pittsburgh Steelers as my number 4. Coming in at number 5, y'all know it pains me. Y'all know it pains me as a Cowboys fan to have the Eagles in my top 5. There is no other team that I despise the most than the Philadelphia Eagles. But I gotta kind of put some respect on y'all this week, you know. Even though y'all ain't really been playing nobody good, y'all finally beat a good team. Y'all finally beat a good team. So let's go ahead and clap it up for the Eagles. Let's go ahead and give them a round of applause. But anyways, they did help the Ravens to only 19 points, and they did keep Derrick Henry in check. And he only rushed for under 100 yards. So they did pretty good. And of course, we all know Saquon Barkley doing Saquon Barkley things. He had a day in that game as well. So that's why I have the Eagles coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 6, Minnesota. I had to drop you to 6 this week. The last time I did my list, I had y'all somewhere in my top 5. But this week, I had to drop y'all at 6. The Vikings held off the Cardinals to get their 5th win in a row. Now, although they did give up 260 pass yards, they did hold the Cardinals to only 22 points. So that's why I got them at number 6 this week. Coming in at number 7, we got the Ravens. Now, Ravens, I had to drop y'all down this far because y'all did lose to the Eagles. And like I said, y'all, I still consider y'all to be one of the better teams in the NFL, but y'all been looking kind of shaky these last 2 weeks. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, I ain't gonna say because y'all won last week, but so these last 3 weeks, y'all been looking kind of shaky and y'all been winning these kind of close games. So that's why I had to drop y'all down to 7 this week. When I said Saquon earlier, they didn't play Saquon. Saquon played against them. Oh yeah, so I was right. So but I will say the Eagles defense allowed Saquon to have a day. I mean, the Ravens allowed Saquon to have a day. He had 107 yards and 1 touchdown. So this is the reason why I had to drop them down to 7 this week, because y'all couldn't contain Saquon over there. Y'all couldn't contain Saquon, and then y'all didn't even and then Derrick Henry didn't even go off the way he did. So that's the reason why I got y'all at number 7 this week. Coming in at number 8, I got the Green Bay Packers. They held the Dolphins to 17 points and only allowed 39 total rush yards. So that's why I have the Green Bay Packers at 8. I feel like the Green Bay Packers is kind of like in the middle of the pack right for me right now. They not bad, but they not good. Like I said, they just somewhere in the middle. So that's why I do have them coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 9, I do have the Washington Commanders. Now, they did put a 42 piece on the top 10 defense in the Tennessee Titans. And they did hold them to 19 points, and they held TP to only 35 rush yards. So that's why I have the Commanders still here on my list, coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 10, the Texans. Y'all just gonna keep inching y'all way down my list until y'all find y'all way off this list. I don't know what's going on with the Texans. Like, y'all started really, really hot in the first half of the season, but like this second half of the season, y'all looking real mediocre. And I told this to my dad on Thanksgiving Day. Y'all gonna be one of them in the playoffs. I don't care what y'all probably gonna try to say whatever. I got Texans fans on here following me. It is what it is, but I feel like y'all gonna be one and done in the playoffs because y'all looking too shaky right now. It's looking real shaky, you know. And I ain't gonna lie to you. If Trevor Lawrence was going that game, y'all probably would have lost because y'all was in a dog fight over there. Y'all was in a dog fight. Y'all was in a dog fight with the Jaguars. Y'all been in a dog fight with the Jaguars the whole entire season, and y'all was supposed to be the best team in that division. Y'all just been looking very mediocre. It's giving mediocre, Texas. It's giving mediocre. But Joe Mixon did have a day per usual. He rushed for 101 yards. So that's why y'all got to hold this 10 spot on my list. Now, honorable mention, I did want to put the Denver Broncos up here because they've been doing very, very well. But like I said, their strength is schedule. It just kind of looking kind of. We don't know. Maybe Denver Broncos will make my list next week. Maybe the Texans will fall off, and the Broncos will get that 10 spot. But that is my power rankings for week 13 going into week 14. Let me know how I did down in the comments. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Did your team make my list? Let me know how I did. I like feedback up here. I want to know, am I in the ballpark? Because one thing about me, I'm always going to do my research. And like I said, if y'all been here each and every week watching my videos, y'all know exactly how I grade the teams and how I do my power rankings. But that's it for my list. We're going to go ahead and get into the last thing that I have on the docket today. We got the Thursday night football game today. We got the 11-1 Nike, the 11 Nike. We got the 11-1 Lions versus the 9-3 Packers. Now, this is a divisional game. The last time these two teams met, the Lions did win this game 24-14. Now, Vegas do have the Lions as a 3-point favorite in this game at home, and I think I have the Lions win this game. I don't know if the Packers, sorry, I don't know if the Packers are gonna be able to contain Sonic and Knuckles over there, aka Gibbs and Montgomery. I don't know. I think they're gonna have a game tonight. I ain't gonna lie. Vegas got them at a 3-point favorite. I think I have this game probably about a 7. Now, this is, like I said, it is a divisional game, so you just don't know how this game is gonna play out. Like I said, we just seen the Bears bring them down to the wire. And typically when two teams play each other twice a year, they kind of have each other figured out. So, like I said, Vegas got them at a 3. I have them at a 7. I have them at a 7-point spread, but like I said, this game could go either way, but I do have the Lions winning this game at home. But all right, let's go ahead and get into some key players and matchups, what I think each team should do if they want to come out with a win tonight. And of course, we're going to start with the Lions because they are the home team tonight. So first on my list here, I do have the run game listed. So we're going to need Gibbs and Montgomery to have a good game tonight. Last time they played against the Lions, they combined for 170. No, the last game they played against, not the Lions. I'm sorry, I'm getting my information mixed up. The last game they played against the Bears, they combined for 175 yards. If they want to win tonight, which I think they will, I would like to see them duplicate that performance that they had against the Bears. And then tonight, especially with the middle linebacker, Edgerrin Cooper being out. I'm talking about Edgerrin James, the running back. With Edgerrin Cooper being out, the middle linebacker over there, I feel like they'll probably have a really good game tonight. Like I said, the last time they played against the Packers, they did combine for 138 yards. So I'm expecting them to have a really, really good game tonight. Like I said, this is probably the best 1-2 punch in the NFL right now when it comes to running back. So yeah, I expect for these two guys to have a good game tonight. So moving right along to my second point, how I feel what the Lions should do to win this game. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now, I'm expecting him to have a really good game tonight. Jair Alexander is out, and that is one of the Packers' better cornerbacks over there. He's going to be out tonight, so I expect Amon-Ra to come in to have a good game against this Packers defense that's ranked number 17. So they're allowing about 217 yards per game. So like I said, I expect Amon-Ra to come in and have a really, really good game tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and move right down to the Packers and what the Packers need to do if they want to win this game against the Lions tonight. So first on my list, I do have Josh Jacobs here. I think the Packers should lean on him tonight. The last time he played against the Lions, he rushed for 95 yards. So I feel like the Packers need to get him going really, really early tonight. Start the game off, get him going, and not only like just rush with him, get him in the passing game going too. I know they don't really do that much for him, but I feel like he's one of those backs. If you get him in space, then he's gonna do something with it. So I feel like if they want to win this game tonight, they should probably lean on Josh Jacobs. All right, so let's go ahead and get into my second point that I have here. I have the defense. The Packers need to dial up some pressure on Jared Goff, especially because, like I said, that secondary is not that good. So you want to get Jared Goff. You want to get him rattled. You want to get him on that ground. Like I said, the Packers already know the secondary is not that good. So you want to, just get Jared Goff kind of rattled tonight, because if y'all give him time, he's gonna slice and dice that secondary over there. That's already like I said, they're ranked number 17. So the defense needs to get their edges involved, dial up some pressure, and don't let Jared Goff have time to throw the ball tonight. All right, so my last point that I have on this list for the Packers, I got Jaden Reed. I need him to duplicate what he did against the Lions the last time. Now, last time he did have 5 catches for 113 yards. And then especially with Romeo Dobbs is gonna be out tonight. So I expected him, I'm expecting him to have a really good games. Of course, they still have Christian Watson over there that can give you some good catches and good yards. But I think they should really go to Jaden Reed, let that be your, well, he already is your number one, but really lean on Jaden Reed tonight and really lean on Josh Jacobs to get this thing done. But that's pretty much all of the points and key matchups that I have for this game. Like I said, I expect this to be a really good game, but the last time they played, like I said, it was 24-14. So we'll see what happens tonight. Maybe, the Packers will come in and do something different that was earlier this year in the season. So maybe the Packers will come in and they'll show us something different today. I don't know. We'll see. But I still have the Lions winning the game. But all right, y'all, that is my time. That's everything that I had on my list today to talk about. Like I said, I'm very, very happy to be back. Get in the comments. Let me know how I did on my power rankings or overall just on the show. Let me know. Get in the comments and let me know y'all thoughts on the show. And if y'all want to follow me, of course, I have both of my handles on top. I am on X and I am on Instagram. If you guys want to follow me over there. Also, anybody who want to do some collabs as far as like football, I love talking football and doing football content. So if anybody out there that want to collab, just hit me up on Instagram and let me know. I'm continue to grow my platform. So I also want to help out with other people's platforms too. So again, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad to be back, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.